This manual really goes to the refrigerator HSM 25 GFT and those types. This tells you little methods to, for example, force the defrost on, so you can see that your heater and your defrost thermostat's okay. Here we're looking at failure causes, and so you can look through these if you think you're pause it, and just a little quick information, because GE's so good at hiding things from you so that you can't solve it yourself. We feel like we have to post things like this to kind of even things out. We're doing what they should have done for you. When you call the service center, they tell you, oh, turn it off and turn it back on and unplug it first and then replug it back in. But that's about all they tell you. And then they say, well, if that doesn't do it, you'll have to call the service and schedule an expensive service call. And the story about those is they tell you the repair cost is so high that it makes you almost forces you to buy a new refrigerator. So that's the kind of garbage they're doing. I'm very disappointed in GE right now. But this next part here, the self-diagnostic codes, this is very interesting. So you want to really, I don't know if I can get the whole thing in there clear enough. So I'll probably just read through it like this, scanning across, and you'll just have to pause it and do it that way. The basic idea is you put there's four temperature control buttons on the front panel. So you set them to 5 and 5, and then you push them all four at the same time, and the lights should start blinking. So at that point you can enter a diagnostic code, which is in the table 2, the Elusive table 2. Okay, so this is not exactly the same setup as what I have, but it's similar. So, and you can enter code 15, and you have to hit any other button. So I just hit the ice cube button, cubed ice button, to activate the code. So to do this one, once it's blinking, you would type in 15 and then hit the cubed ice button, and that would reset the system. And it basically restarts your fridge. So sorry about the quality of this, but it's about the best I can do on short notice. Now, this table 2 that they have talked about, but not GE, but other people have talked about, nobody seemed to know where to find it. I finally did find it, and this is quite good. Actually, you can force your refrigerator into the defrost mode by typing in the code 14 when it's blinking. When it's blinking, it's in diagnostic mode, so you type in 14, hit, for example, the cubed ice button, and look inside your fridge and you should see an orange glow near the bottom at the very back at the bottom. And that means your heater, your defrost heater, is on. It's glowing orange. That's what that orange glow is. That means your defrost heater is okay and your defrost thermostat is okay, which is golden, to know these things. And it'll run for a while and then return to operation on its own. So I'm just going to kind of go through this list and let you pause them, write it down, whatever you need to do, and then just get off here, because I don't want to, it wasn't the plan to make a custom video with, professional amenities built into it. Just simply to show you that you can do the the diagnosis system yourself, and you don't need a tech to do at least this simple part. This is something that should be in the user manual, really, but it's not. So especially I like this one, enter the defrost mode 1.4. I did that, and finally, after a long time, it's lit up. It doesn't tell me exactly what's wrong, but it does tell me what's not wrong. So at this point I'd have to think there's a thermistor bad, which is a temperature sensor. There's 2 in the freezer typically, and 1 or 2 in the refrigerator section, the fresh food section. So that's about the best I can do for you on short notice. And it talks about these communications tests, and the P if it's passed, or F if it's failed. I think if these communications things don't work, you're looking at replacing that board in the back of the refrigerator. And once you undo the 3 screws, make sure you unplug it. The board in the back is just simply unplugging about 5 or 6 plugs and undoing the clip that holds it in, and then you just reverse that and you're done. So the temperature panel control has its own test. Here you can read it right here. So I hope that helps. It's side by side HSM, GFT, ASA, but 25 GFT. But pretty much all the 25 GFTs are similar. So I would just, adapt these instructions accordingly. Anyway, good luck and Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. God bless you. Don't forget about Christ. And here we go. Hold on a second. You can thank that guy for me doing this today.